love everything about Lovecraft Country, and I hate that there are no parking spots. Okay, but somebody gotta do it. Because I appreciate everything about Lovecraft Country, and I think it's so important to remember that everyone deserves love, and everyone communicates love in one way or another. That everyone deserves love. Everyone, especially if you have it in your heart to communicate it to someone and to share it with someone, then it's okay to be and to have ever been to have ever been the recipient of unconditional love. But in short, I said what I said. That's all. And the rain is just starting. It's like the ground isn't even wet, but from what I understand, this is when the worst of it, like when the road is the slickest, is when the water first hits it, and it's high winds. So, and I'm getting ready to get on this giant bridge. Man, in Texas has this one bridge, this George Bush, it's George Washington or George, I'm pretty sure it's George Bush Turnpike. Oh my God, ow! I can't. I can't. Like, I'm the one that I will take Royal Lane all the way over, or a Beltline all the way across, which is circles. One state that you can drive in for 6 to 8 hours and literally like still be in the damn state. I was lost there. I've been lost there so many times. Okay, I'm done. Plus, I want to show you. Look at. Oh God, it's scary to me. I don't understand. How is it that people who have substantially more than you, they can look better than you, they can be thinner than you, they can have more curves than you, they can, I don't know, they can have more going for themselves, maybe have an actual formal college education. Some of them can own homes, have substantial assets, have bigger bank accounts than you, take cruises, have a bigger following, more friends than you, more family that likes them than the people that like you, and they still be jealous. What are you jealous of? There's almost nothing worse than the insecurities that drip off of that. It's like the projection onto the people that ain't even thinking about you. I'm one of those people. I ain't even thinking about you. I'm just living my life over here. When it's good, I'm just living my life. When I'm going through, guess what I'm doing? I'm just living my life. Excuse me, like most people. Barbecue. Okay, so the Burt's Bees wax was doing exactly what it was doing. It was coating my lips, but it was like my lips were white. I saw that in the reflection here, and that's so weird because in real life it's not white. So, yeah. I got off as much as I could with my hair. I don't have a towel in here. Anyway, it's like it's almost a rhetorical question though, because I'm saying like, what are you hating on? And I know now, but there were so many years that I didn't know. I didn't know what the shade was for. There are people that can see you coming a mile away. They saw me coming and I didn't know it. How you wield your power is more important than you even having the power. So if your light is bright, it draws a lot of attention. It draws a lot of attention, and that's without you even trying to. I've lived the majority of my life in hermit mode, trying to not be seen, trying to like just be by myself, and I'm not complaining by any means, but I'm just saying I didn't understand for so long, and that's dangerous. It's dangerous when you don't know what the trigger is for closet narcissist. When you tell a boyfriend or a significant other respectfully, hey, I'm not happy with where we've been and where we've been for a couple of years now. I'm just not happy with it, and I'm tired of going to counseling by myself, and so I'm going to file for the divorce, or I'm going to take my name off of the lease. And I'm just going to move forward, and I'm not going to. Might as well have come after a couple of these guys with everything I had for their reaction to it. You're not admitting defeat. You've not been defeated because we're not competing with each other. I'm trying to survive the mess that's been made here. And even if we both have put into the mess, even if we both, no one person is completely responsible for a broken marriage or a jacked up relationship. Even if it is as rough as one person was a narcissist, a straight up bona fide narcissist, and the other person didn't even know anything about what a narcissist was like, you try to navigate that. Every effort to fix it is just, again, projected right back on you, right back to you. Like, yeah, but you forgot this, but you didn't do that. I'm just saying, when you try to leave peacefully, and you have to endure some years, for some of us, years of retaliation, years of, how dare you, bitch. And I'm like, I mean, a lot of our mothers are a pretty good example. A lot of our mothers did genuinely try to get it right and try to have the sound whole family, the woman, the man, the children, the unit, the camaraderie, and the partnership that they longed for in marriages, in committed exclusive relationships. And man, we're just toyed with. People, it's like, you might not know how to love. I find that so hard to believe, that you don't know how to just be a decent human being and treat someone the way that you want to be treated, but you know exactly how to manipulate and how to coerce and how to hide in plain sight. I find that hard to believe. Just like some of the people, not even shading people that have mental disabilities. We all fall somewhere on the spectrum, just to put that out there. A lot of people walking around undiagnosed with a lot of things. Okay. So I'm just saying, for the people who play cray, respectfully, you play cray, but you don't fall out in front of the police. You know exactly what not to do. You ain't doing it in church. You're not doing it with people who are in positions of leadership, people that actually have authority outside of your household. You save it for the person who has committed themselves to being vulnerable to you. The people who this part, refers to. They say a bully is the biggest coward, because a lot of times those people will have targeted you and something about you that they are just attacking. You said you did. But the people who are responsible for their scars and the people who are responsible for them showing up like that, they are completely off the hook. You haven't had the conversation with your mama, your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, your cousins, your grandma, your auntie, your grandpa, your friends, your homeboys, your homegirls, the people that really did use you and manipulate you and let you down. I had this one dude try to quote me on the set, baby. And I'm like, you don't realize that the only reason why I'm even around any of this is because I love you. It's my connection to you. You subscribe to the gang bang, right? And just because I'm not afraid of any of them or any of that, that is so besides the point. Like, I put myself in harm's way. I put myself around people who I didn't want to have anything to do with, only because I loved one person. Well, for the gangsters that I loved, in the family, outside the family, whatever. But when I think back, someone who insisted, "No, we're gonna quote you on today. You had something in your heart. That's some punk ass shit." You know what I mean? I'm just saying, people don't expect you to mature. A lot of people, they miss, like I missed so many red flags. I missed so many. And there is so much damage that could have been prevented that I didn't have to experience. I didn't have to go through. But you're in a dangerous spot when you're around someone who has it's illegitimate actually, if you don't know anything about it, but it's contempt. It's a silent enemy, a silent hater. My biggest lesson was someone who had, like I talked about him in another video, who, man, I would have done for this boy. You understand me? I would have for him. I loved him that much. I would have taken care, whatever he needed to take care of. But he tried to sick me on somebody. And I'm like, and it was another woman who is going through some of the exact same manipulations and mind games, the fuckery that I went through. As soon as I realized that, I was like, let me tell you. So first of all, if there really was a threat, I'm just letting you know right now that me and you would be having an issue, because I do love him. I love him a lot. We're family. At the same time, the fact that it took one to know one, it takes one to know one. I understand your situation, and I'm so sorry that you're going through that. And I knew a lot, and still know a lot about the situation, the games that he plays, that he was playing back then and that he's still playing. You never know who knows who. You don't know when you have mutual friends. And my decision to not get physical and have an altercation with someone that I didn't even really know. I know another woman. I know another woman who is strong and standing 100% in her femininity. She's willing to be her softest self. She's willing to be in soft girl energy and soft woman energy, to be in her yin energy like women are supposed to, in my opinion. And apparently millions of others share that opinion about us. But she was being manipulated and run over. And because I don't know her, I don't feel that anyone actually deserves real flurries right now. Real flurries falling. Okay, I need to get off of here. I said what I had came to say. Okay, well, most of it. I'll come back and say the rest later. Okay. The horns, because it's like people think that when you are spiritual that it means that there's a halo over your head and around you, and there actually always is. But the horns are also always their shadow side and your higher self. They balance each other. Anyone that you meet that tries to be in that Jesus energy and that God energy and the benevolent, but they try to be in that energy all the time, that in and of itself is such a big mistake, because it's like no one is all good, just like no one is all bad, even if you try to choose it. Okay, my baby is coming, so I gotta go. I'll come back in a second. Okay.